Good morning, it's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, coming to you from my apartment doing the Sacred Path cards again today. Today I'll be doing the cornstalk spread, and I hope all of you are focusing on something positive to get your morning started in a positive direction. That's what I'm doing. Sorry I didn't put up a video yesterday. I've just been resting. I slept most of the day yesterday. Been feeling kind of tired, so just trying to take care of myself and go within and do a little bit of relaxing. So, yesterday was 11/11/2020, and yeah, the energy just felt kind of a little bit heavy, and just needed to do some resting and R&R, take care of myself. So I'm back today and doing the Sacred Path cards again today, and I hope that you can find this reading helpful. Corn has been the staple of our people for hundreds of years. We believe that corn pollen is sacred and that it is fed by the fertile earth whose gift is our corn. A wise man once said that if the philosophy did not grow corn, it had no value. Corn is the symbol of goodness, abundance, fertility to our people, and these are the things that feed us daily. We may feed the body, mind, heart, and spirit if we seek beauty in our daily lives, for it is beauty and living in balance that grows corn. The cornstalk spread is a way to receive the life manna that comes from sacred corn pollen. It is a gentle daily reminder of the beauty to be experienced if you're open to it. And I am. I'm very much open to experiencing beauty in my life and in nature and in others. Those are the seeds that I try to grow in myself and others, is the beauty. I'm not always successful of it doing that, but I try my best. So I committed to walking a sacred path, and that's what I'm doing in order to grow my spiritual seed and seek beauty in myself and recognize it in others, because nobody else is perfect either. So I have acceptance of that and my acceptance of myself not being perfect either. So this is a good way for me to focus on a positive lesson every day. These are the Sacred Path cards by Jamie Sams, done by Harper One. It's 260 Native American tribes collaborated to do this tarot deck and this book, and it's been a useful tool for me in order to gain clarity and help guide me along the sacred path while I have been experiencing some difficult life journeying, and trying to get myself back into clarity, following my own dreams and doing what I want to do, and remembering who I am, who I've been, and who I'm becoming. And this has been a good way for me to seek clarity on what I need to do next in my path by connecting to Great Mystery and Great Spirit. So this is a 4-card spread, and I'm going to take a couple deep breaths and ground myself into Mother Earth. So the first card is the root card, and it denotes the beauty that can be experienced today by connecting to the Earth Mother. And it can speak to you about the root of the problem if I'm in turmoil about a life situation. The root card can also allow you to see the resources available through connecting to Mother Earth. So I'm going to connect to Mother Earth so that I can reap the rewards and resources that are available by staying grounded and connecting to Mother Earth, because that's when I feel at my best, is when I'm grounded and balanced, and that's when I notice the beauty in myself and others a lot easier. So in my past, I've been very hard on myself, to the point of self-abuse. So I'm trying to be more gentle on myself today and just allow myself to grow with grace and dignity. And, when I come up against challenges, I handle them in the best of my ability. And if I can't do it with grace and dignity, then I need to back up out of the situation that I'm in, take a break and go within and get out in nature. Because otherwise I act like a jackass. And, who needs that? Just causes more painful life lessons. So, I'm grateful to be able to share these messages with you today. Sorry, the lighting keeps kind of going weird. So, we're going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first card I drew is 27, Cradle Board, ability to respond. So the ability to respond rather than react, because when I react, when I'm emotional and emotionally reactive, that means somebody's struck a nerve, disturbed something, a deep wound inside of me, and I'm emotionally reacting to it rather than taking a pause and having the ability to respond. And sometimes not responding at all is the best response. And distancing yourself from the situation until, or me, I'm talking about myself, until I can distance myself from the situation, gain clarity, and calm myself down, I just shouldn't respond at all. That's my truth. So when I stay connected to Earth Mother, it gives me the ability to, whoa, holy cow. There we go. Oh boy. Yeah, that was exciting. Anyway, that was my glass of my window just slid down. I have the ability to respond with laughter. Because life's going to throw all kinds of fun shit at you. You just never know how you're going to respond to it. I try not to react today. Usually when I react, it doesn't come out very nice. Especially if I'm emotionally reactive, or I call it emotionally bullshitty. Yeah. Usually somebody's just digging at an old wound. Maybe they do it intentionally, sometimes not intentionally, but either way, I know myself today. Or I try to know myself. Cradle Board of Creation. Protect this child from harm. Child of all tomorrows, sleep safely in my arms. Until the time you will awaken, you will wake, then you will be able to respond in kind to humanity. So the cradle board is a carrier for infants that has been used in almost every tribal tradition. The cradle board frame is made of wood so that the body of the child can be supported. The inside is cushioned with sage leaves and covered with rabbit fur. So since the traditional understanding of responsibility in the native way of thinking is the ability to respond, we find that the cradle board has all the needed characteristics. Native American, particularly on plains, were nomadic people and adjusted and responded to living life in a natural way. It was natural to move with the herds and seasons. The ability to respond to future lies in the understanding present. We understand that the survival and well-being of the next 7 generations depend upon every thought we think and every action that we take in the now. For this reason, we are constantly reminded of our roles as keepers of the cradle board for the future generations. Every person walking the good red road of physical life today is a keeper of tomorrow's cradle board. The children who will live in our world long after we are gone look to us to preserve the Earth Mother and the knowing systems that will allow them to become successful guardians of all our resources. Many persons who have disconnected from the Earth Mother do not know how to grow food, will need to learn. Many who have knowledge of healing plants will need to rely on others who do. The ability to respond to ensuing changes is carried in the understanding of the cradle board and each person's duty to share and be of service. Cradle board says that the papoose you are carrying is your future. If you wish to influence it, you must respond now. Whatever your situation, the ability to respond is called for at this time. The warrior side of your nature has the courage you need. The warrior side of your nature, I heard that twice, has the courage you need. I must have needed to hear that twice. Don't sit and wait for someone else to do something. Use your creativity, speak your truth, and respond. You're being reminded that it is your responsibility to find your own answers and act upon them. Whether it is past, present, or future challenge makes no difference. You can respond in a way that will promote your growth. Look at how you can use your personal medicine to respond to the situation and how that action will make you grow. You have the ability, so now you must recognize it in the self and use it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using YouTube and using my warrior-like nature and my courage to walk and speak in my truth, even when it's not pretty, so that others can feel confident in themselves and walk in their truth, even when it's not pretty, and be able to reach out and ask for help. And then I have the ability to respond to those that have done journeying similar to mine, because I've been down some pretty hard roads. So, oops, that's how I have strong personal medicine. Chief Two Trees of the Cherokee says these people may be white on the outside, but are red on the inside. I feel this is due to the fact that the warriors of the rainbow are guardians of our Mother Earth, and they are our red ancestors returning to assist all our relations. The prophecy of the cradle board of creation also says that fire will come from the sky and hit the Earth Mother in the water nursery of creation or oceans. This comet-like object will fertilize the ovum of Earth and create purity in all four Earth clans. The chiefs of air, earth, water, and fire will be whole once again. These prophecies will be fulfilled sometime between now and the year 2015. The condensation from the interaction of fire and water will give us back our ozone. As we carry the cradle board on our backs, it will carry the child of future dreams who is becoming manifest through our love. We are all responsible for all of our tomorrows to come. The cradle board is our reminder we can protect future by responding to the now. So that's a good reminder to me, to not react, to respond in kind, even when the reflection that I'm seeing in others isn't kind. And know that a lot of times people will react due to emotional wounds that I don't have to take responsibility for, nor do I have to take it personal when they react instead of respond. So that goes for me too, taking responsibility. And sometimes I have to apologize when I emotionally react because something strikes a nerve within me. So that's a good reminder for me today. And able to walk in beauty, I have to have the ability to respond in a loving and productive, nurturing way. And sometimes I have to be fierce about it because sometimes people just don't get a clue. And, sometimes that was a hard lesson to learn, because I had a tendency to be too nice, and sometimes that doesn't work. Because if you allow people to walk on you, they will continue to do so until you show them that you have ability to respond with grace and dignity, with fierceness. So the second card is the Stock card, which expresses the attitude needed to walk in beauty and balance. The Stock card can also denote the lesson you need to learn, so you may be a bridge between the path of understanding and the crooked trail. This human bridge is a peacemaker, true witness, or healer. You may be called upon to take one of these roles at any time. The courage, talent, and or ability needed to be a human bridge is supported by the Stock card. So, reflections, the Great Smoking Mirror, 40. So I have to have an ability to respond appropriately with dignity and grace, to be a good reflection to others of, what I want my future to look like and what I want to model to my child and the children of Earth. Through the smoke, I see looking back another reflection of me. Mirror of my inner self, who are you if I'm me? Mirror of my outer self, what do others see? Is it truth in my heart or human vanity? Excuse me. The Great Smoking Mirror is a widely used teaching of the Mayans and sometimes taught by the Cheyenne and Pawnee. The Mayans say, I am another one of yourself. In this manner, the Mayans stress that every life form reflects every other life form and that all originate from the same original source. The smoking mirror's concept of unity can eliminate all types of grandiose, elitist ideas that evolved in the fourth world of separation. If every two-legged would see all other humans as unique expressions of oneself, we would have no basis for quarreling or war. The Great Smoking Mirror reflects the lessons of leaving the myth behind. You are what you decide that you are. Remove the smokescreen that hides your natural talents or worth and stand tall. Recognize the areas to be developed further and begin that process. Stop cowering before your potential. Live your truth. There are millions of role models to choose from. On another level, you're being asked to be a good reflection for others. Encourage others to be bold, walking your talk. The reflections you see in others may not make you happy if you're doubting yourself and your right to be. Jealousy on any level only inhibits growth and wastes energy. Shatter the mirrors that insist on self-importance, gloom, or failure so you can get down to what's really important. On all levels, the smoking mirror asks us to accept light and shadow as equal. The reflections we dislike can be worthy opponents who teach us to grow into our potential. Even our shadow sides serve us by leading us through trial and error to the true image of self. That's very true. So I have to have the courage and talent and ability to reflect, to be a human bridge of what I would like to see changing in my external world. I have to be it to see it. So if I'm reflecting a shitty attitude and bad behavior, then that's exactly what I'm going to get back in return, because you get what you give. So today, I've tried to be, even in my past, when my shadow self crops up, and even today, I recognize that I'm not perfect, that sometimes at some moments in my life, I'm going to have a negative reflection, but that's when I have to go reflect within and remember who I am, and I'm not the thoughts of others, nor is it my fault that my energy made them react in a certain way. I can't make anyone react a certain way. They have their own free will choices to react, whether to react or respond. So I don't have to take on their burden of their bad behavior. All I have to do is take care of my own and try to be a good reflection and mirror to others. And sometimes that can be, feel like a heavy responsibility, especially when you're not able to mirror or reflect things, and you're going through some bullshit, and your behavior sucks, and you just want to go run away and hide. But we all go through that. The third card is the Kernel card, which tells you what the fruits of your labor will provide for you. The lesson of this card should be fully digested so that the ear of corn can give energy to the body, mind, or spirit, and support your present path. Kernels of corn represent the seeds of the future to Native people. These kernels also provide food for the present through learning present lessons. The future will be assured. So, dream time, unlimited vision. So, when I have the ability to respond to my own personal feelings in a healthy way and be self-nurturing, that helps me be a better reflection to others and walk in beauty and grace. And that helps me have unlimited vision for my future and the future for others, because I'm tapping into the energy of my body, mind, and spirit, and that supports my present path and the unlimited vision that I have for myself and others of love and positivity and walking a sacred path. And then my dreams are possible when I'm able to self-nurture, respond kindly, reflect to others what I'd like to see in my physical world, and know that I do have dreams and unlimited vision. And that's number 33, which is a spiritual number. Excuse me. Well, I'll get there eventually here. There we go. Dreamtime teaches other realms that exist within the whole. Body double wonders here, solutions for the soul. Touching other sacred space across the Milky Way, traveling to distant stars connecting night to day. So in recent times, a lot of misinformation has been disseminated about dream time. So there's a knowing system that will assist those journeying out of body. So there's all different types of dreams. Excuse me. The parallel dreamtime reality is where your soul or spirit is operating on a continual basis to send you information that will allow you to be aware of all things that are happening in physical life. Why? Usually in dreamtime, your spirit or body double has picked up on some piece of information you need to know. Since the dreamtime is a parallel reality, it may look like the exact duplicate of your present surroundings. The main difference is that there are no limitations. A carry-over soul is one who has carried talents and abilities from other lives into the present. Usually those talents were well developed and therefore the residuals are fairly well defined during childhood. Some of these talents lay hidden because they are unused. Redevelopment of those talents and abilities can be achieved through contacting the 4 animal allies who are most strongly connected to Dreamtime. So if Dreamtime is called to you, you're being asked to see with unlimited vision. Wipe the dust from your eyes and pay attention to the messages you are receiving from the parallel universe. Our world is pregnant with possibilities. All time is now. You are a co-creator in 2 worlds and will be given unlimited sight and knowing if you ask for it. This vision may come in a sleep-time dream or through out-of-body journeying. It will give you the insight that you need at this time. Unlimited vision allows any seeker to pierce the veil of unconsciousness and come into an inner knowing. In all cases, this card marks a time of seeing truth on all levels of creation. You are now being given the ability to go beyond the accepted reality. The cocoon is open. Trust yourself and your allies and your medicine. You may now take flight. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. Oh, my goodness. So that's a good reminder to me to not limit myself, that when I have the ability to respond to my life and to my life situations with grace and dignity and be a good reflection, that anything is possible and I have unlimited visions because I'm no longer limiting myself and living in shame, blame, and guilt and beating myself and abusing myself for, you know, some things that I've done in the past that weren't great, you know, but I can forgive myself for them. And then some things were done to me, and other people left me in precarious situations that I didn't want to be in, but ultimately it was my choice to, you know, travel with that person, and I'm able to get the knowledge that I needed from that life experience. Instead of letting it destroy me, I let it shoot me off into the direction that I want to go in. Learn my lesson and keep going. Otherwise, I'm playing the victim role, and that just keeps me stuck. And then I'm just reacting emotionally to people, and I'm too sensitive and not grounded or balanced. And that's a crappy feeling, and that's when I need to go within and seek my own inner knowing and distance from people until I can get myself feeling better. The 4th card is the Corn Mana card, which denotes how your corn silk is catching sacred corn pollen and bringing abundance to your life. If you're feeling the fear of scarcity, the Corn Mana card will present the lesson that you need to learn to realign with the field of plenty. If your life and personal philosophy are growing corn, this card shows you how to continue growing. So, Stone People, records and knowing revealed. So I feel that I am in the field of plenty because I choose to be, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I know that the only time I go without is when I've limited myself, or if it's just not meant to be. Because because sometimes the things I want aren't the things that I really need. Record holders of the earth, will you please explain the history that gave us birth, the truth you do contain? Like your cousins of the seas, the shells that let us hear, sacred whispers are the key to the history we hold dear. Stone people, we will hear you. Teach us the ancient ways so we may build a future based on prayer and praise. Sorry. My darn nose is itchy. Okay. The stone people are the record holders for the Earth Mother. These great teachers can give the seeker much knowledge regarding the history of our planet and her children. The stone's mission of service is holding energy. So that's what I say. Like when I pick up a stone, or if I'm drawn to a certain mineral or rock or stone, it's calling to me, and they do carry and transport electromagnetic energy. And I call them like, they're like a picture. They're like a rock picture, kind of like a caveman drawing or whatever. But yeah, they carry different I don't know, light codes or energy with them. And I have used crystal healing on myself, and I've worked with others with it, and I had to play with it because when I first started doing it, I didn't really know if it was really, going to work. I wasn't 100% sold or believer in it. But many colored stones have been used throughout the centuries for healing purposes. These are usually specific minerals that can tell a healer of their gifts and talents in assisting a healing process. Well, mine told me, a healer, heal thyself. So that's what I started doing, was using stones and placing them on different parts of my body and other people's bodies. And I'm drawn to certain ones. And I've done some research about it. So that's just part of my journey. And I've actually bathed with stones and attuned them to my body frequency. I know some people think that's pretty, out there, but whatever works for you. Every lesson of how to live in harmony on the earth can be learned through connecting to the stone people. The fact that each rock is a part of the body of our mother speaks for itself. When we seek to slow down our minds and feel the earthing influence that brings balance and serenity, a stone person is our tool. When nervous habits run us ragged, we are not feeling connected to Earth Mother. Sure signs of being off balance are overeating, talking too much, addictions, compulsions, or erratic behavior. To calm the body, mind, or spirit, we need only to hold a stone person and breathe until the nervousness passes. So I've had a lot of anxiety in my past, and depression and addiction and rampant mind thoughts, and how I've helped myself get through that was essential oils. I really like eucalyptus spearmint, and that helps me gain clarity. I used that through nursing school to help calm me. I would spray some on, go in the bathroom, breathe, and do a prayer in order to try to help me get through the difficulties. Rather than taking benzos or pills, I would use natural products to try to calm myself. Rather than using drugs. And right now I don't take any pills, and I'm not using or drinking, and I try to rely on natural ways of healing and nurturing and loving myself, because I really don't want to put chemicals in my body anymore. And I've always been drawn to homeopathic medicine and naturopathic type medicine and natural ways of healing. Although that I have struggled with alcoholism, addiction, and mental illness, and all kinds of things. So, but I think that's what drove me to want to be a nurse and to be a helper and a healer. And those were things that came naturally to me that I suppressed because of lack of confidence within myself. So the stone people mark a time in which knowing will be revealed to you. Your personal records are held by these libraries of rock. Childhood memories may return and allow you to piece together a part of your personal puzzle. Memories of past lives or deja vu could bring a new awareness. Whether the case, you are now in a position to know where you came from and where you are going. A stone person can assist you in focusing your intent, dispelling confusion, changing habits, retrieving records from long ago, or getting grounded. Allow these teachers to become your allies and discover a new world. Listen to the whispers of the mineral kingdom, and your heart will know. In all cases, the Stone People card asks you to open your mind because new understanding is coming your way. This knowledge is based on Earth records and may change the way in which you view your life. These ancient friends are the oldest children of Earth and only ask us to stop and listen. So I have to stop and listen. I have to stop and listen to what Great Mystery and the Mineral Kingdom and Mother Earth is telling me. And when I do that, that helps me change my mind and attitude about, some things that aren't going my way in my life, because we all have challenges. What would we have to bitch about if everything went our way? I try not to complain about anything anymore because I just know that doesn't do any good. The attitudes change daily and depend on the events that you're experiencing. To change your attitude, you may wish to acknowledge the resource available in the root card. So I have the ability to respond positively if I stay grounded and balanced and dig my roots deep into Mother Earth. And the harvest that may be coming your way through the corn card. So the corn mana card is knowing and records revealed, the stone people. So stones have helped me a lot. Notice that the integration of these two clues to you and creating are supported by the stock card. So my stock card is the reflections. In order to be a good reflection, the stock card is the attitude that will bring the abundance into physical form. So if I have a good attitude and a healthy ability to respond with unlimited vision and know that records are revealed to me through connecting to Earth Mother and the Mineral Kingdom, and my own healing of myself, because I am a healer. I guess I'm a wounded healer. I try not to put labels on things, but we all go through different healing points in our life, and I'm grateful for this to be able to reflect on the things that I have grown through and didn't let defeat me. And I have the ability to get up and out of, the shitty pits of brain hell today, because at one time in my life, depression was killing me. So I'm grateful to be able to share this message with you. I hope that you can please like, subscribe, and share. Give me a thumbs up if this was helpful, and I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Mother Lover out. Peace. Have a good day.